Hello and happy Tiki Tuesday to everybody. Now I know what you're thinking. You're seeing we have the Gin Sul here. But you said Tiki Tuesday, right? And I'm sure gin, tiki. Does that really make any sense? Actually, it does. There are several really good gin-based tiki drinks, or at least tiki drinks that have gin in them. I mean, one of the most iconic is a Scorpion Bowl. If you've had one of those, you've had a tiki drink that has gin in it. But today, we're gonna do a Suffering Bastard. So we're gonna use the spec out of my favorite tiki book, The Smuggler's Cove. If you don't have this book, do yourself a favor, stop this video right now and order it. This is a phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal book on all things tiki. In here, Martin Cate has great recipes. He also has some really good stories. And the man owns, obviously, Smuggler's Cove, which is located in San Francisco. So if you're in the San Francisco area, also do me a favor, go visit him. This man is amazing. This book is fantastic. So we're gonna get to it. Now, the recipe I'm talking about can be found on page 65, where we are gonna use 4 ounces of ginger beer. We're gonna use a ½ ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice, which I have sitting right here. I already fresh squeezed it before we started the video. We're gonna need a ¼ ounce of our Demerara simple syrup, which I also made right here in our little squeeze bottle. We're gonna need our London Dry Gin. Now this recipe calls for brandy, and you're noticing, well, there's bourbon on the table here. I've seen this where you can substitute brandy with bourbon in this drink. I've done this before and it is quite good. I also don't have any brandy and kind of want a tiki drink because it's very gloomy and it's cold and you know, I just need something to kind of think about, like nice warm sunny days and just hanging out. So forgive me for indulging. And then after that, we also need a couple dashes of Angostura. So what we're gonna do is basically we're going to take a few things, we're gonna shake that, we're gonna add it to our glass, we're gonna top it with our ginger beer. So let's get to making the drink. So to our shaker tin, we're gonna start off, we're gonna add, let me verify again real quick. Okay, ½ ounce of lime juice and a ¼ ounce of our Demerara syrup. So let's start with that. So we're gonna grab our little thing here, ½ ounce of lime juice. To that, we're gonna add a ¼ ounce of our fresh made Demerara simple syrup. Now this is, remember, this is a 2-to-1 simple syrup. So you need 2 parts sugar to 1 part water. So if you make this, remember, 2-to-1. So we only need a ¼ ounce. A little of this goes a very long way. This also makes fantastic old fashions, by the way. So if you make this, you can use this in a lot of things. And to that, we're gonna add, sorry about this. 1 ounce of our gin and 1 ounce of our brandy, but we're gonna also add 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. And 1 ounce each of gin. Wrong thing. That's the ½ ounce measure. Let's not use that one. Gin. And brandy, I mean, bourbon. I've actually had this drink both ways, where you use brandy, and I've also had it where you use bourbon. Both are fantastic. I find the bourbon to be a little bit more robust, just because, I mean, obviously bourbon is a lot more robust than brandy. Okay, so there's our drink, well, mostly. So we're gonna go ahead and add our ice. I don't have crushed ice on hand, but we'll just use what I do have. And we'll go ahead and, let's go ahead and shake this up. nice and, there we go. We're gonna open pour. Since we don't have any crushed ice, we'll just do this as an open pour. Normally I would have like some crushed ice or some nugget ice in my glass here, and then would strain this over top. But since I don't have that, we're just gonna do it this way. And then we're gonna add our ginger beer. We're gonna add 4 ounces of this. So we can do it this way. Should be able to. There we go. Move these out of the way. Grab our Surfside sip straw here. Give it a quick little stir to kind of incorporate that ginger beer into the drink. And give this a quick taste. Oh yeah. Oh wow, that is really good. It's been a while since I've had one of these, and man, these are really good drinks. If you've never had a Suffering Bastard before, but you like ginger beer, I would really recommend giving this a shot. If you like something like a Moscow Mule or a Kentucky Mule, you will definitely like this drink. I mean, it's almost like a riff on that, where you're adding the bourbon or brandy to it. So you're getting that in the background, but generally it's the stars of the show are obviously your ginger beer and your gin. Today we're using Bundaberg, which is easy to find here in Germany. My usual go-to for this is gonna be something like Gosling's, because I find it has a little bit more bite to it. There was another really good ginger beer I used to be able to get back in Maryland. Actually, there were a couple. Hansen's was a really good one, and I think Maine Company or something like that had one that was kind of clear, and it had all the ginger in the bottom. You had to kind of like roll the bottle a little bit to get it to incorporate, and you would make, your drink with that. It was actually really good. But yeah, I would definitely say if you have these items on hand or have the ability to get them, make this and enjoy. Normally this would be garnished with a mint sprig, but right now there's snow on the ground, and so our mint is kind of nowhere to be found. It will be a little while before we get any mint. But until such time, happy Tiki Tuesday. All right,